All right, guys, welcome back to another podcast today. Kai's looking like a fucking therapist.
Okay.
I do like this on you.
I do like it on you too, but it looks like you're about to take off my pants and put something on my ass.
Wait. How do you say that right after saying you're like a therapist? You've had some interesting therapy sessions.
I have.
What were they? What were they like? Catholic priest therapy sessions?
Yeah, 100%.
Because he says I can't talk about it.
He could me up in the ass. Yeah. But anyways, I don't want you to be like that.
We have 2022 and we have 2 sync members wearing collared shirts on the podcast.
Oh, that's true. But yours is yours looks like
I like the fit.
where
Looks
is
like
the
you got
dildo?
fucked by an elf.
I like the fit. I like
You guys
the
will
fit.
hate on it, whatever. I like it.
I think it's a vibe.
You guys don't matter.
Yeah, it's
They
definitely
got stuck in a candy cane.
My body, my choice.
it's sick. We have not seen Chris in a long time. I actually just saw Berkley this morning. He's been gone for a little bit, but I haven't seen Chris in a minute. Where were you?
Florida. Miami.
How was that?
It's pretty good. Got to see family. I haven't seen them fucking forever. Feels
Good.
like.
Yeah,
It's good.
It's always good to see the fam.
It's good. Cause like, actually, I forget we saw them at the fight,
At the fight, that was the last.
but it was like fucking 20 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. This episode is going to be.
I went to Arizona. Yeah, that was fun. Thanks for asking.
I know, but I forgot to mention that Faith is coming on later, and I've realized that I'm just going to hold that off.
Yeah.
By the way, don't leave the episode if you don't give a shit about us, because Faith is coming on later.
Yep.
And you want to see that.
Yep.
It was epic too because we already filmed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great. We heard a lot. But yeah, sorry, Berkley. What was you?
Oh, I just went to Arizona, saw some family, played some golf. You know, my car broke down, so yeah, I was driving, didn't have coolant in my car. I had no liquid in my car. Car broke down in the middle of Arizona, in between California. Had to walk a mile to the gas station to get coolant. I bought 2 bottles, so it was like 60 pounds. Walking a mile back to the car. Decided to put the coolant in the car and just leaked all out of the car. So it was holidays suck.
We have.
And I lost the car.
We have the whole
Don't have a car
worst problems right
I mean, out of friend group problems with cars, I mean, we have to be at the
up
top. Like we have one. My car
This is
is
the only car that works.
well, and like Luke's car's doing all right. Yeah, Luke's car's doing all right. But like everything else is just like there's always something kind of about it.
So Spencer has the Beamer that can't take.
Can only fit one person in the back.
Yeah,
and the windows don't roll down.
Yeah, windows are up because supposedly the car is going to tilt over if another person gets in there. So that's great for carpool. And then we have another car, which is Kyle's car, which looks like it's Loki out of Monster Truck. Yeah. And out of that movie, what's the
You
movie?
just got him hard, bro. You can't say that.
Oh yeah, sorry. Well, you can't use the air conditioning if you're driving over 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So there's that.
the issue is that it goes from having 10 miles per gallon to 5 miles per gallon.
Right. Yeah.
And
Because
then
all
there's hella slug stains in the back seat, so it's fucking disgusting.
it is disgusting.
Pussy's like.
Yeah.
I haven't had sex in my. When's the last time you had sex in your car? Actually,
Like freshman year of high school.
that's what I'm saying. I haven't had sex in a car in a while. Kind of want to run it back. Just get like a little like.
That's a little memory.
Also, just realize how heinous fucking teenagers are. The fact that everyone in this room has had sex in an elementary school parking lot past the hours of 10 p.m. Like that. Do you realize how fucking illegal that is? Like if you go to an elementary school and you get fucking naked, you're literally getting thrown in jail and you're a sex offender.
It is weird that people choose those locations.
no one goes
no
there.
one's
That's
there.
what I'm saying. But like, I'm just saying, bro, like there's something about it that's kind of fucked. Like you think it's like after hours, so I can just get naked with a girl and literally do heinous things in the back of a car where kids are like
Yeah.
it's where America's being built.
Frankly, people even go there and like they smoke like weed all the time, and they go like, "Let's go to the middle school parking lot." Like you go there. That's probably that's the worst place.
Well, it's literally like elementary schools, church parking
Well, because
lots.
people think
like,
they're just the janitor's car, just chilling there.
yeah, it's fucking. Well, it's also crazy how far kids come. You know, you go from learning stuff like how to add and shit, and then you go to tossing out back shots in your back seat of.
Ew.
Of a 2-seater, like you'll find a way. It's just a
Anything.
will's away when you're young.
I just think it's crazy how kids grow up.
Yeah, it's fun.
Gnarly.
And now
That
and
sucks.
and Kai's car, he had it for a week, and he fucking ran into someone in the first week. Shattered his
Kai's
bumper.
Kai is still learning how to drive, so like,
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, like
You know, because I'm used to a whole like driving on the left side of the road and all that.
But to be fair, I did see the situation. That guy crossed the parking lot, like from
and that guy's insurance was paying for it, so clearly Kai wasn't at fault. Yeah. And then Ethan's car blew up.
It completely blew up.
Yeah.
The engine, like
The engine, there's
the
a hole.
rod went through the engine. That car was always like a steady rider.
Yeah.
You know, you could always,
that was good.
you know.
And Chris just never doesn't have his license.
Does not have
I haven't.
No, and then Burke's scooter. The Burke scooter's all fucked
now
up.
I got an electric scooter that my mom
Who
gave
broke
me,
the
and
scooter?
I don't.
It was
I don't
Chris
know.
or Kai fucking broke it.
First of all,
shattered the back
actually
wheel.
gotta show you guys.
So
It was
now
good.
I have zero transportation anywhere. I don't have a car. Now I don't have my fucking scooter. Fuck you guys.
Wheelies.
Good
Like
news for
Heelys.
me. I got my license actually, so that's sick.
What?
Bad news. I might have broke your scooter, but
Wait,
was
they
an
gave
accident.
you a driver's license.
yeah,
How?
Oh my god.
I literally just drove.
But you haven't practiced driving. But you had to pass the test.
I passed it.
Oh, good.
How?
I passed it all. It was like so
Wow.
easy. I got 100%.
Wow.
Wait, so you have your driver's license as of right now?
Yeah, it's upstairs.
That's fucking sick.
Let's
Good
go.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you.
Wow.
Well, people in Florida drive on fucking crap.
Dude,
Yeah,
I-
getting a license in Florida.
Let me tell you about
the hardest.
Let me tell you about my fucking test, bro. On my test, I saw a dog get run over. I saw 2 people collide right outside of where you're supposed to exit out. So I had to fucking detour on some Dom Toretto shit, which also probably got me some points. And also my instructor
got me some points.
my instructor gave me a vehicle with no gas, and I had to remind him on the expressway that there was no gas, so I had to stop and go fill it up.
I feel like the
You saw a
driving
family
then you paid
shooting up
for it?
heroin
I feel like the
inside of
driving test in Florida is like out of how many teeth a human's supposed to have,
Yeah.
and then like
No, it's
however
hectic.
many of those, like that percentage of teeth,
It's hectic,
based on how
dude.
much crack
and
you've done.
the amount of potholes there, and the fucking iguanas and so much shit. Right?
Potholes and iguanas.
So like driving in the wild
And
west.
then like half of the people's cars are broken, so like their indicators don't even work.
Congrats, dude.
You're just fucking working off of
sick.
nothing.
Good for
It's
you,
21 years since you. I mean, it took 21 years to get your license. That boy.
So like, wait, do you feel comfortable right now if you want to go grab something to drink? You're like,
Yeah,
like
dude.
at CVS, you'll take.
I had
our
to.
car?
I'm telling you, I had to drive against the most crazy fucking people.
Whoa.
My advice to you is don't get too cocky though, because
I won't,
I've been
because
driving for a while, and like there's still shit that's out there, or like you'll be driving sometimes, you're like, oh shit, I should not.
No, 100%. Like there's been times my balls just fucking clenched.
Or when you run a hard red light, that's it. That one, like when
gets
you
your
run one
adrenaline
that's
pumping.
I'm a bitch.
it just
slow
gets
down
you
on
riled
yellow.
up, fired up.
But any major like goals before we get into the whole faith interview?
I want to start working out more.
Trying to get built?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be fucking sick.
Nice.
So
Nice.
hard.
I told
So
my
hard.
parents I wanted to run a marathon in 2022, and then I was serious about it for a day, and they're like, "Yeah, you won't be able to do that." I'm like, "No, I will." And then at that point, I was like, "Fuck, now I have to do it."
Yeah.
And now I just don't want to
marathon.
do it. So, but this morning I took my first run, got a
I think-
mile, so it's one, almost there.
I think typically you start with like a 5K, then you go half marathon.
124th, right?
I think you
Miles,
go
24?
5K, 10K, half marathon,
No,
then full.
I'm gonna do it. I
I want to get the stream back going. I think that would be a big goal of mine. Yeah.
You can
Been
do
talking
it.
about that for a while. Yeah,
Okay.
get that back going. I think it's a goal.
My goal is I want to buy dinner for a whole table by the end of the year and not have it hurt me.
Epic.
That's good, yo.
that most people
Or
don't
go-
even achieve that.
Yeah,
until they're
go
like,
shopping.
No, but like
and not
no, I
feel
mean, well,
fucking-
actually, no, have it like it can hurt a little bit. I'm not worried about it hurting. I'm worried about like just like the like
The part where you
like
can't
I just
enjoy
want
your
to be
meal.
able to be like, no, I got it.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Like just like buy like dinner with like out like with my friends, and I'm like, no, I got it.
yeah.
That'd be sick.
I realized that until you're around like 39, that's when people are like, "Oh, it's weird that you asked me to Venmo you for dinner." But
Yeah.
before that, people are like, still,
Yeah.
it's weird.
Also, we have a stunning revelation about June's birthdays in our friend group from high school. We quite possibly have one of the sluttiest Vegas trips ever coming up.
Yeah.
So Berkley, Luke, Kelt, and Cooper all turned 21 before the first 2 weeks of June.
And-
Cooper,
and Q's gonna come down with us too.
yeah. So
And
like, so
Johnny.
we just
Oh, sorry, our bank account is coming with us.
so, but
everyone's
no, we have Cooper Howe going.
Okay, so we have two.
We
So
have Cooper
two.
Howe going with us. And I have received word of penthouse suites that have already been booked.
No.
We just have, and like I was thinking about the people going, and I'm like, we have at least a group of 20
Yeah.
of
The most degenerate
like literally
human
like just
group
like
ever.
Kai's gonna get a hooker. You
Not
have
true.
to fuck a hooker.
I'm not fucking a hooker.
No, you will.
No.
I'll do it.
I'll buy one though for Berkeley.
Okay.
That's for sure. All right, guys, let's get in this
Here,
Faith
here.
interview. What you guys been waiting for? Her comments, her entire explanation of the whole Bryce situation. It gets a little bit more serious, less about Vegas, more about serious relationships. Let's get into it.
Yep.
Faith Ordway,
Yes.
welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for clarifying.
All right, guys, we have Faith on the podcast. There's been a lot going on. We're just messing around because it's interesting. There's a lot going on. There's some news happening. Some stuff happened, and I think Berkley made a point of this earlier, but it's interesting because these are all of our friends that are involved. Well, not like just people that weirdly we hang out with more than any other creator, and we meet a lot of creators.
Yeah.
That's probably the strange part for you guys. Is
No,
how do you like have like friendships with people while also having to deal with all of the drama? Like
we're kind of taking the messenger approach on the whole thing.
Right.
Right.
Like obviously we're taking the messenger approach.
Yeah.
So like it just kind of puts us in a position to where we can hear what's happening from people's sides and then let
the audience.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Let the audience
going on.
decide.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We want to be viral by showcasing, what's the different sides of the drama while not being actively involved in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So we hang out a lot.
It was just weird.
Yeah.
It was just weird because
Well, my
hung out
For
with
You
Tommy
page.
before I left for break, hung out with you before I left for break, hung out with Bryce before I left for break, and then I'm on break, and then all three of my, it was just,
Yeah.
Yep.
it's like, wow.
Yeah.
So-
It's all going on.
It's like taking a warm, steamy shit and throwing it right at a fan.
100%.
So that happened. So what basically happened was for a while, Tommy's been going crazy with his Twitch streams. He famously the hot tub streams where he has sometimes models come into the hot tub or famous TikTokers, and sometimes what really blew it up was that he kissed Anna Banana. He kissed to another girl. Another girl tried to kiss him during the hot tub stream, and those clips went crazy. His fans obviously are like, "Oh, Tommy's like cuffed up. He's with somebody." But where did you first like see the streams and the Twitch streams?
So I actually I heard about. Sorry, is that good? I heard about like the hot tub streams and stuff. Like I saw the clip of him and Anna. I didn't realize that was like an ongoing. Like I saw a couple of the videos basically, but whenever I first like watched one of his actual streams, it was with Berkley. We watched what was that? It was like an E-date or something.
Yeah, his E-dates.
So like I thought he was doing a variety of stuff, like I understand.
He does like the E-dates and then hot tubs.
Yeah, so I understood like what the content was, but I didn't think like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be making out with Tommy, because I'm pretty sure Tommy would know like I'm not gonna do that. Or I didn't even know that Bryce was actually gonna be invited, because prior Berkley actually hit me up and said that Tommy wanted to like go and do like the stream with me. So we were already talking about that. I didn't even know that Bryce was going to be involved in any of this. And then Bryce actually called me. It was like, hey, Tommy stream tomorrow. And I was like, oh, interesting. I didn't know we were going on together, but I was fine with that. So that's where.
So Bryce
initially-
invited you originally.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
Tommy invited me. And then I
And
think
then-
he wanted
yeah.
Bryce also on, so maybe they just combined it.
And are you and Bryce friends before this? Like, are you?
Yeah, me and Bryce were friends literally. So I've known him for like maybe like a year and a half. Like before I moved here, I'd seen him before and everything, but he didn't start like acknowledging me until probably like maybe like 5-6 months ago. And since then, like we'd hang out mutually at parties and stuff. Like that's pretty much what a lot of our relation is, hey, going to this party. And basically I started hanging out with him more whenever I broke up. Well, sorry, I got broken up with by my ex-boyfriend, because we already talked about it the last time. No beef or anything.
the rest
but,
of
like,
our friend group.
Yeah.
All of
So
our friends is included except for QC.
It's like high school drama, but more
Yes.
fucked up
Yeah,
and like
so-
a weird. And then there's also like everybody else has their own opinions on it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So basically,
It's just like, you just want to go golf.
And then wait, also quick too. So have you and Bryce like ever like kissed or anything like before to then where it would be a not assuming that. I mean, obviously, like you always need to like know what's happening, but I'm saying like, would there be any like prior, maybe like this is
me
fine.
and Bryce have kissed before, but the thing is, there was nothing intimate that went on between either of those nights. The nights that we filmed for the YouTube video or the night that we filmed for the stream. So like in that case, it's like, think about it like this. If you consent to somebody at one point in time, does that mean that like
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like
Yeah.
that it doesn't make it okay. I'm saying that
it would be totally
there would
fucked
be, like,
up if
prior
it'd
to
be
even, like,
fucked
bring it
up
up.
if like the same day, I was just like kissing him, and then we get on there and I'm like, ew, no, this wasn't some sort of same day thing or anything like that. So basically that's that whole thing. But back to what I was saying before, the reason why I kind of started hanging out with Bryce more is because basically I'd be getting invited out to stuff by him, and usually my ex wasn't around in that scenario whenever he would be asking us to do stuff. Like we went to the Sophie Stadium and stuff, filmed a video there. And we were just like hanging out, doing whatever. Yeah. So that's kind of basically,
because that's part of what he said in his more recent response. He was saying like, oh, Tommy was telling me, he was like, oh, Tommy was asking me like, whoa, who should we bring? He goes, oh, I want to bring Faith, because we've been hooking up for like last week. Like that's what he said on TikTok. I'm not saying it's true.
And it's just like, what, I don't even know what his whole argument was even trying to portray there, because basically the whole reason why it was brought to the internet first, like everybody thinks that I started it because I first posted something, right? But that's not true, because they started it by, first of all, what went down, but also the fact that they were on live stream talking about me without my permission after I left. Like that's literally like 80% of the live stream, they were still just bringing me up. And then at the end, like the fact that Bryce said that I sent him a paragraph and that he literally mouthed the words, I want to F you so bad, saying that I said that to him. And that's just like messed up, like that was being live streamed to a whole bunch of people. So the fact that
wasn't true at all. Like
he admitted to it in his last video too, that he never sent, I never sent that. So
that is a little, that's weird that Bryce would do that during the stream.
And he tried saying in his response video, oh, well, it was a joke. Everybody knew that. Nobody knew that. They didn't discuss that was never sent. Like they just continued on the live stream. And that's why I was like, this isn't okay. So I unfollowed him after that. And then you could literally see in the live stream where the girl that they brought on after pointed out like, she unfollowed you. And then he was being all immature talking about it on there. And from there, I was literally just like, okay, whatever. I went to bed. I woke up and I texted J-Rod, his videographer, and I was like, hey, just like take me out of the thumbnail, take me out of
in his
anything.
YouTube video?
Yeah, I was like, just take me out of anything that has to do with him and we're good. And he was like, yeah, no problem. And then he texted and he said that Bryce said no. And I was like, what? So I called him, explained to him basically everything that happened. And I was like, listen, if Bryce isn't going to take me out of this, then I'm going to bring it to the internet and tell people what he said to me, So he refused and he admitted to refusing. And that's how that started, basically.
Then you went to like the hot tub stream, like you were wearing like a cowboy hat and like a life vest.
Exactly.
You were trying to like make it fun and stuff. Like when did it turn to being like sexual and not like
right.
what you
also describe the process leading up to you leaving, like because I don't think most people really know what happened.
And right before you say that too, I mean the hot tub stream, it's kind of weird because like don't you guys kind of agree it kind of provides some sort of sexual connotation to.
That's why people started first watching it.
You know what
hot
I mean?
Twitch streamers who would do hot tub streams.
That's why they're so hot right now. It's just that boy girl shit. It's
which I will explain because like some people were also saying, well, you should have known what you were walking into. So basically after we filmed for Bryce's YouTube, which by the way, I didn't even know that we were filming for Bryce's YouTube video the day before. I thought we were doing the stream that day or whatever. Turns out we were doing his YouTube video, all that. But anyways, moving forward, what was the question you were asking? How did it lead up?
Yeah, lead up to you leaving. Like, what was that entire story?
So basically, moving on, everything was like fine. The day that we filmed for YouTube, it was a little awkward, but I thought it was done and over with. And then we get into the next day, and basically right before we were about to stream, literally like 5 seconds before, Tommy was like, okay, just make sure that you end it off with a bang. What is your guys' plan?
Before the stream starts.
Yeah, before the stream starts. And Bryce was like, well, maybe if Faith wasn't a pussy. And that's why I was like triggered. I was like, where did this attitude come from? Because I was like, the day before, it seemed like we kind of sorted it out. It was done and over with. So anyways, I was like, why would you call me that? It's up to me if...
Was this after the idea was pitched of kissing at the end?
After the idea was pitched.
Did you guys like talk? Like, was there like a conversation that went on to where you guys were like, "Oh, we're gonna kiss at the end," and then you were like, "No, I don't want to do that." And then he said if Faith wasn't being a pussy.
That conversation was all the day prior.
Okay.
It was literally just Tommy saying, "What's your guys' idea?" And then he
What's
just
the viral
made
moment?
a shit remark basically for no reason.
And then 5 seconds.
And then the whole clout thing, basically, I was like, why would you say that? And he's like, well, anybody that does it gets clout. And I was like, not whenever it's diluted by 6 other girls. And he made a whole thing of like, oh, well, there's actually 16 other girls or whatever talking about his YouTube thing. And that's whenever I was like, okay, well, I don't need that. I'm already successful. And he's like, no, I mean actually successful. So he also put down my career, telling me that I'm not successful. Like, I know that maybe I'm just on TikTok or whatever right now, but you know, I'm working up to doing more stuff. I wanted to start my stream, my Twitch streaming and all of that. You know, that's my personal business. And like, who is he to tell me if I'm successful or not? So
we
anyways.
followed you. We've known you for a long time. We've seen you on TikTok for a long time. You're right now like at the performing like the best you've ever fucking done.
Yeah,
Your numbers
no,
are crazy
that's what
good.
I'm saying. I feel
You
like
have like
I've been
7
doing
million,
fine.
all that crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
so that's whenever I was
Even
like,
before all this stuff too.
Yeah.
And
that's whenever I was
and
like,
so all that stuff was said on stream, like that entire.
no, that's the problem. So Bryce tried putting in his thing, the video clip from the YouTube video. Like that was the night before. That wasn't even the night of the stream. Nothing was filmed because they didn't press live.
So wait, because I'm thinking stream YouTube video, like all this stuff. I'm trying to clear up. So there's
Bryce
there was
is filming a YouTube video while
Nah, YouTube video was the day before.
So was there
Didn't
any
do it.
video of your guys' conversation of Bryce saying if Faith wasn't being a pussy,
No,
everybody
that's why
gets
I was
caught from it?
No, that's why I was upset with Tommy for not just coming forward and
Right.
saying what he heard, because it's like that could clear up everything.
Okay.
You know?
That's when you said "fuck you, Tommy" in that TikTok. It was because Tommy wasn't coming out and taking a side. He wanted to stay neutral the entire time.
Yep.
Wow.
But was it really being neutral though? I won't get into it because, you know, I understand I wouldn't want to obviously be involved if I didn't have to. It was just more of like you should have stood up for me thing, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you're gonna say because like so then stream happens, and so
I'm not
Stitch.
there. I basically, I was over it at that point. I was like, look, I'm leaving. Like, there's no reason to be disrespectful. And as I was getting ready to walk out, like, I didn't mention this and all this stuff, but he was just like calling me, oh, you're such an awkward person. You made this weird and stuff like that. And I was just like, well, how did I do anything in this situation? So yeah, basically I left.
So you left before the streaming even started.
Yeah. And then they started it after and they talked about me. Like, they could have easily just said, hey, Faith couldn't make it, something went down, so we're bringing on another guest, and just went on with that, you know? So
I want to ask you two things. So the first thing is like, what was your reaction when you saw Bryce post that stitch and then just put a video of you shaking your ass, and then also like
misogyny.
Yeah. Was that
Like-
your reaction to it?
Like, it just made him look even more stupid. Like, I think everybody saw that, everybody in the comments saw that. Like, you know, the content that I post doesn't have anything to do with what you're allowed to say or do to me, you know? Like, and also the video that he stitched was not even like sexual. I was fully clothed. I was doing a TikTok dance. Like, I don't know why people make that out to be so bad. Like, I can't dance I can't be happy dancing around without it being, you're an object, you know?
How's the reaction been by both your fan base and his fans?
So obviously there was some more videos that went out. I obviously posted a video that I was pretty upset crying, as we discussed, but like, honestly, I don't regret posting that either, because I think it's kind of fake to not portray my real emotion. Like, that upset me. I felt betrayed in the situation. I felt like I did wrong, and I was just being candid about it, you know? Like, that wasn't for, oh, give me sympathy. I was just genuinely upset, and I'm not going to delete it afterwards, you know, like, and say, oh, just kidding. So, anyways, he basically, in his video, said all this stuff about, like, Faith is notorious for saying the N-word, which there's multiple articles online that, like, debunk that, obviously. So that's also defamation.
How did that even come about?
That's what I mean. He literally it's smoke and mirrors. He didn't answer any of the questions that I said in my original statement about him calling me a pussy, all of the clout stuff. Didn't address anything that I said in my statement. All he did was try to make it juicy and distract people from the real thing that went down.
Yeah. I think from the point of view of like a content creator not involved in this, is he definitely didn't take the high road, and he definitely saw it as an opportunity to make more content about it, which is the most like
Content
weirdly
way.
the most pure way a content creator thinks.
Yeah.
But and I think that explains some of the reason, maybe also like how he is as a person, but it's like it explains how he handled the situation and why he chose not to take maybe the way that most people would handle this, right?
Yeah. Well, also, do you think that if this situation could be handled again, you know, however it would be handled, because obviously stuff like this happens all the time in young adult situations, and actually just everywhere. If you think that you could handle the situation again, would you have taken it to social media, or would you have tried to work everything out without? Because would you say that now you have more of a problem than you did before?
Not necessarily. I think it's cleared up now, but I think at the end of the day, this is what it comes down to. I would normally say yes, it didn't need to be brought to social media, but I already know that Bryce would not have came out and said anything or apologized publicly for what he said on that live stream. And that's why I took it to social media, because it's like, otherwise that's not getting cleared up. Those people saw what they saw, heard what they heard, and that's like the storyline that was put out. And knowing Bryce, I mean, clearly in this situation, if he wouldn't even take me out of the thumbnail, why would he have apologized publicly for saying that I sent him a paragraph? You know? So that's why maybe if it wasn't Bryce, then I would probably not take it to the internet. Like if it was somebody that would actually clear things up or just not say it to begin with.
We're not even thinking that way. It's like also like, if it happened to another girl who maybe doesn't have like the following that you have and doesn't have the voice and the support as you have, probably would have been kind of brushed under and no one really thought about it. But all the news articles I've seen, because in the morning I look at the same sites, they're all like Bryce Hall exposed by Faith Ordway or Faith Ordway explaining situation. It's getting picked up and people care because also people know who you are.
Yeah. There were people in my DMs that literally had stories about him, which I won't get into that because it's not about creating more drama for him. I don't care about ending his career. I just wanted to address that situation and that was it. He can do his own thing. I don't want to be associated anymore. But point is, like what you're saying, there are other people who have had instances with him that they just haven't talked about. Not even just girls. There's guys, not sexually necessarily, but like just different situations about that. I don't know if I should bring anything up, but he's just basically done quite a few people wrong and they've been afraid to speak up due to the fact that he has a big platform, and that's not
Were any of those things that people said to you like
relatable?
Not relatable, but like relatable, but also like just how did this not get picked up? Do people not know about this?
I don't know. Well, most of the people said that they didn't want to bring anything up because one of the guys who DM'd me, he said he was afraid to come out about anything because he was afraid that Bryce might have dirt on him and he didn't want to get in trouble. And he said that a whole bunch of other people were too. Again, I don't want to get into a lot of details about the different people that I talked about because then I feel like I'm just kind of like bashing him in a way. So, but yeah.
I get what you mean.
I don't know. It just made me feel really, really upset. And that's another reason why I was so emotional, because it's like, how are we just letting these things slide just because he's maybe like at the top following and everything? Like that doesn't mean that he should have this much power to just say, I don't care.
Like the fans were like the audience, they were majority on your side, and then they switched over to Bryce, and then went over to your side. They were kind of like flip flopping. Like, do you like care what side they pick, or do they?
At this point, no.
Just want you to get your message across.
Yeah. After I cleared everything up and basically gave them the facts, which I did in my TikTok video. Now I don't care. I don't care if people side with him because I literally debunked everything that he said, and I explained like he didn't answer anything. I called him out for a reason, and all he did was basically just try to, I don't know, defy my character like on the internet. So.
Yeah. This is a really tough situation, and I think we definitely feel for like what you're kind of going through, just because of how many more variables are dealing with millions of people wanting to know what's going on, media wanting to know what's going on. So yeah. Awesome.
Well, it's also, I mean, like, it's also like the same. I mean, like, we have friends and stuff like where like things like this happen, and like it's hard. And it also
probably
happens.
way harder. On
it's also
social media,
it's interesting when it's two people that you know, because you don't necessarily want to pick sides, but you also like if something's like actually wrong, then like that's like why you like sit and listen. So I mean, it's just like one of those things where, it's just kind of fucked.
Yeah, and you want to know the situation because it involves people that that are around you.
Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't put anybody down that still continues to like hang out with them. I'm not gonna look at them differently because the truth is that like, considering, like, that's the weird thing about the industry and living here is that he is one of those people that has a lot of power. So, like, one of the people in my DMs, he literally blacklisted the guy. Like, he didn't do anything, and he blacklisted him from going to, like, certain parties and stuff. And for me, thankfully, I don't really care, like, if I'm not invited to what he has, because I spend a lot of time alone anyways. I read, I do my own thing. But for a lot of people, like, that definitely sucks. Like, the fact that, you know, you make a bad relationship with somebody, you're basically cutting yourself off from going to regular things and hanging out with people.
Yeah. I think at the minimum, what you did had a huge impact in the fact that he'll think twice next time he, like, if he's in that situation, knowing, like, what the repercussions could be based on what you've done.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But he also said he said get ready for the papers, or like he's
yeah, he said check your mailbox, because dude,
like
there was nothing that I did. There was the whole, like, I accidentally had his address exposed in one, but he can't take me to court for that. That was a fucking accident on God. Like, in the first video that I made, I blurred it out. So, like, it was very clear that I didn't mean to, and I deleted it right away. So he can't take me to court for that. And I didn't defy his character. All I did was give an exact statement of the situation that happened. So, like, that was basically, again, just to hype people up.
So I've just heard, like, he's getting, like, a lawsuit ready or something to, like, send you. Like,
if he does, he's not going to be able to do anything.
Yeah.
Like, there's physically nothing that I did
There's no
wrong.
video of him even saying that to you in the first place.
That's true, but that's not me defying the character, because it's like this. So how do I explain this? If I say, like, Berkley is, I don't know, like, an insult to use. Berkley is Berkley. I don't know how to explain. It's more so like,
Are you
Saying
trying to explain like a defamation loss? Like,
yeah.
You're damaging his character by telling things that are not true.
Exactly. And
provably
those
not
were
true.
all absolutely true. You know, I was stating what happened. I wasn't saying, like, I did call him a trash bag human, but that's not really, like, defying his character.
No, you can say that. It's freedom of speech. But
yeah, it's more saying stuff that is opinionated and also takes, like, dramatically takes away, and it just has to be untrue as well.
Yeah.
Like, you say Berkeley's like a racist, and
Yeah,
then,
exactly.
and then, like, make, like, all this
and
stuff
he
up.
loses money because of that.
Yeah,
like brand deals.
exactly. So basically what Bryce did to me, I could sue him.
Faith, thank you for coming on. I know you haven't talked about it anywhere else other than your channel, but I'm glad that we were able to kind of get the perspective out, and hopefully we got the entire story.
Yeah.
Thank
Awesome.
you,
Faith.
Thanks, Faith.
Faith. Yep.
Thanks.
Make sure to subscribe, guys, and follow. All of Faith's links will be linked down below, and our links as well. Go check it out. First episode of Air It Out drops soon as well. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out, guys. Peace. Woo!